What's going on, world? It's your boy Ken, and today I decided to just bring one of my best friends in the community, Nietzsche. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing great. Very excited to be here today. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite aspects to this game, PvP.
Yeah, I told you guys last time PvP is here and it's here to stay. So deal with it, my guys, and get better at it. And for that, that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. We're gonna be talking about the top 8 bans in PvP right now. As you guys know, PvP meta continues to change with newer characters being added, but at the same time, it's good to know what you can ban in this game. So we're gonna start off this top 8 list with number 8. Number 8, Mr. Sinister. But before we do that, I do want to say thank you to our guys at msf.gg for providing us with this graphic. If you guys have not checked out msf.gg or msf.gg, the bot, this is your chance to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. We love that community. We love what that they do for us. But yeah, we're talking about Mr. Sinister. And Nietzsche, tell us about why this guy is such a pain to deal with in PvP and one of the top 8 options to ban.
Yeah, so he is just, forced to be reckoned with his cloning ability. He's typically, if he's not banned, he's one of the first targets you want to kill. What you don't want is you don't want him cloning a Phoenix. You don't want him cloning an Ultron or a Doc Ock. He can just take your team and turn it against you. It's very difficult to counter him without banning him or without locking him down.
Yeah, I think Mr. Sinister in the right hands can be very deadly, especially if you build a team around him that's gonna get him to actually land his turns too and get to clone and heal the rest of the team. You're in for a pain of trouble if you let this guy get going for sure in a PvP battle. Yeah, that's Mr. Sinister at number 8. Okay, and at number 7, we have the Inhuman Black Bolt himself. This guy is something else in the game. We know that he's definitely one of the top legendaries. But why is he such a pain to ban in PvP too, as well, Nietzsche?
I mean, his synergy with Yo-Yo, you don't want the two of them to get paired up together. Yo-Yo is going to sit there and offense down your team. But with Black Bolt and Black Bolt solo, his burp, really, his passive is going to drop your characters once they hit that 25% health. He can steal, or he can remove buffs and flip buffs as well. So he's a big pain to deal with. A lot of damage and very threatening, especially on that turn 2 with Yo-Yo or turn 3.
Turn 3 with Funny. Yeah, so I guess similar to Mr. Sinister, because they don't necessarily have a lot of speed when it comes to the speeder characters that you pick in PvP. But once again, if you build him with the right team and you get this guy to get to his turn 2 with Yo-Yo or turn 3 on his own, then you're gonna be in for a world of hurt for the most part. So he's definitely a threat in PvP. Someone that I hate actually going up against, like I said, in PvP, because that ult will just wreck your team mostly.
He also just counters Ultron amazingly. Yeah, if you can kill Ultron with Black Bolt, it's going to prevent Ultron from resurrecting, and it's a world of hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely a kid that there's nothing lost. It's all damage, and you're, like I said, you're definitely gonna want to ban this guy most times too. So that's why he ends up making the list at number 7.
So at number 6, we have Ultron, the one that we were just talking about at number 7, Black Bolt countering him. However, Ultron is one of those huge threats. He is a character that is heavily banned because you do not want him to start rolling. Once he gets out his Ultron bots, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I hate Ultron. I'm gonna just come out and say it. In PvP, I think he's like an instant ban for me personally. So A lot of times I'm thinking I'm about to win the battle, and then somebody has Ultron, and like I said, if you let him get going, he's the last one alive. You're gonna see an army of bots with Ultron just completely dismantling your team at most times. He's another character that just like, even with no red stars in PvP, it's a different ball game. He's gonna get going, you're in trouble.
Yes, and when you have only 6 bans, this is why he is number 6, is because he is almost always banned whenever you fight.
Very rarely do you run up at this guy, and then if you end up letting him pass through most of the time, you end up with it.
Yes.
Well, that's it. Ultron, number 6. Okay, and at number 5, if you guys have ever stopped by my stream, I cannot stop talking about this guy. He is one of my favorite characters, but also a pain to go up against in PvP. This guy is just like a battery, man. When he gets going with the regens, he ends up surviving so much if you don't take him out early. But once again, it's one of those guys that you want to target early on, but at the same time, depending on the team composition that you have, he tends to survive. That's what he does, right?
He does.
He's just a pain to when it comes to PvP, and like I said, adding that survivability, that region. So, and once again, Nietzsche, tell me, why would you want to ban this guy? Go up again.
Doc Ock has an incredible kit. One of his most valuable things is that he prevents offense down on your entire team, pretty much. Yeah. So that resistance to offense down is huge. It helps counter against Yo-Yo. Yep. He has, as you were talking about, the healing capabilities. He's got the buff flip on his ultimate and buff extension as well. He is an incredible character, very sturdy, and very difficult to kill.
Yeah, the guy's just, like I said, he's a pain, man. Honestly, I hate running up against him, but I love using him in PvP. So let me have him, but I'll make sure that I ban him. And like I said, he's definitely a good option to pick if you're seeing the opponent pick characters that are going to be dropping off and down, like Ebony Maw, Yo-Yo, because he does kind of. Yeah, that's Doc Ock.
Coming in at number 4, we have Ebony Maw, who is an amazing character. He has the ability to counter Phoenix with the ability blocks, any summons. Also, paired up with Thanos, can be an incredible defensive oriented team, provides that defense up for your side and the offense down to your opponents.
Yeah,
great character overall in the game and great in PvP.
Yeah, I mean, this guy does so much. To me, he's still one of the probably top 3 when it comes to legendaries right now in the game. I know we're continuing to get more legendaries, but he does it all. And, he can heal your team too. Plus, at the slows on the end, he tends to be one of my first bans most of the times for that reason that you just mentioned. That pair of Thanos and Ebony, I just don't even want people to start building that duo when it comes and get them going. That defensive mindset of that duo getting built up. Because, yes, he does a lot of things. He's there to counter Phoenix if for some reason Phoenix ends up sleeping by in the picks. But, yeah, this guy just does it all. Offense down, defense up, heals, slows. He's just a pain to take out. And once again, it's hard to take him out from the battle at most early on with other characters either protecting him or the other characters that take priority sometimes over him. So I'd rather just.
He also spawns with that immunity, which is huge.
Yeah, this guy's just a pain. Can we just say he's just a pain? Ban him right now, and that's why we have him at number 4, Ebony Maw. We're getting close to the top, and at number 3, we have the White Queen herself. Let me tell you, Emma Frost is a lot of fun, and if you don't know a thing or two about Emma, go check out that spotlight video in the top right corner of your screen. She is an amazing character. She's an amazing character in the Marvel Universe, but man, she's pretty much a legendary in this game. I always say that some of the Milestones characters in this game, they pretty much serve that same legendary title, and Emma doesn't disappoint when it comes to PvP as well. One of the top characters. You don't want to deal with Emma. You don't want to deal with her her clans, her immunity. I mean, name one thing that you wouldn't like about this character in a PvP battle.
I mean, I can't name one. there are at least 3 to 4 things that I hate when fighting her. And number one is she gives minus 10% speed to all enemy characters. And that is, you know, that's just slowing down your entire team. Yeah. Or in a way. And her special, it dispels debuff. So if you have a heavy debuff team, she's just going to clear all of that. It also provides her with a lot of armor and a lot of resistance. It's very difficult to kill Emma Frost. And then the ultimate is an incredible ability. It applies blind to your primary target, and it calls the two highest damage targets to attack that target. If that target dies, the blind is applied to another random enemy. Her kit is incredible for all aspects of the game, but is one of the best characters in PvP.
Low cooldowns too. That's the thing that I don't understand what they were thinking when they made this. Diamond form being a 3-turn cooldown, and you get that right away. And then turn the tables. In most PvP battles, you can definitely use it once, maybe even 2 times, depending on how long the PvP battle actually goes. So yeah, nothing's wasted on her kit, and you pay for it if you let this one definitely slip by in your pick and ban in PvP. So that's Emma at number 3.
Coming in at number 2, we do have the legendary Phoenix. She is an incredible, devastating character. As everyone knows, and probably doesn't need to be reiterated, is once she goes into that Dark Phoenix form, she can literally wipe out a team on that turn 2 in Dark Phoenix. She is slow, which does make her counterable with ability blocks and stuns and other abilities. However, one of the most powerful characters in this game, I would say.
Yeah.
And not something you want on the board. She is definitely one of the top bans that you will find in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's such an X factor. And once again, I guess similar to Mr. Sinister, because she is slow, but building the right team around her, you let her get going. Nothing's wasted on her. You know, her ult, you can clear all positive effects too if she manages to stay in regular Phoenix form. Her regular kit is good, but where it's at, it's when she becomes Dark Phoenix. And at that point, once again, you're in a lot of trouble. She tends to be an auto ban in most PvP battles. I don't think I go against Phoenix like ever for a reason. And you know, there's a lot of respect when it comes to what she can do on the field. So ban Phoenix, get her out of here.
Number 2.
That is why she's number 2. Get her out of here. And at number 1, finally we get here Baron Zemo, and this is the one guy in PvP that you want no part of. Ban this guy, ran away. He is so good in PvP. Guys, Nietzsche, tell me, how good is this guy in PvP?
I mean, there's a reason he is number 1. He has one of the best kits for PvP in this game. His on turn, if charged, all non-minions for 300% damage. He does damage, which is incredible just on an on turn. Then he clears negative effects as well, which helps out your entire team in so many different ways. Yeah. His first turn move is an ability block, which can really counter a lot of different things. It can prevent another Baron Zemo from doing his ability block. It can prevent Emma from doing her cleanse, or Thanos from taunting. There's so many different applications to that. He is an incredible character, very fast, one of the first characters to go in the game typically.
Yeah. He's definitely a speedy character. Pretty much every time he's going first. And as you mentioned, just nothing wasted on his kid. Definitely a character that he brings the onslaught and he brings it early in the match. So most cases when you have Baron Zemo on your side, the PvP battle ends pretty early. If you manage to have a good counter to him, then he does fall off as the fight goes on. But for the most part, you're almost a guaranteed win if you have Zemo on your side, aren't you, Nietzsche?
Yeah, and this is why he falls under number one.
Number one, Baron Zemo. Deal with him or not. In my case, I just ban him.
Yep, me too.
Okay, and an honorable mention in this list is Taskmaster. While he doesn't make the top 8, this guy is very resourceful. He has a kit that's kind of viable in all aspects of PvP. So definitely an annoyance, definitely a character that can be banned initially or at times can sneak in through, but you almost don't want to deal with him, so it still ends up getting banned. Yeah, he's a pain, isn't he, Nietzsche?
He is. He's a very popular ban. You're going to find him banned a lot of times. A lot of people don't want to deal with him, and rightfully so. He's got a great kit, and it's not just a turn one type of kit. He can do things every single turn that is going to mess with your strategy. So
yep,
absolutely an honorable mention for a top ban.
For sure.
Coming in for our next honorable mention is X-23. She has an incredible kit. The speed up when an enemy drops below 50% health, that ability block, she becomes a very deadly target. And you don't want to have to deal with that. She may not necessarily be a top 8 ban. However, she may be a reject due to your opponent's team composition. So yeah, definitely an option.
Yeah, for sure. I think she's definitely one of those characters that maybe not initial bans usually take place unless like someone's really not comfortable going up against her. But as you start seeing the team composition, if she's going to be the impact character, then she ends up getting rejected at the end for sure. So very strong character, and I'm sure we'll talk about her on the next one too. Yes. And our last honorable mention is the master of magnetism himself, Magneto. I just say sometimes don't deal with this guy, don't deal with his blinds. What about you, Nietzsche?
Yeah, he has a lot of synergy with a bunch of different characters. We're going to talk about that on the next episode on my channel, and you just don't want to have to deal with him. So he is a definite honorable mention, almost makes that top 8 or a ban worthy character.
For sure. You know, a lot of times I don't like going up against him, and we'll find out why soon. All right, guys, and that's all that we have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Top 8 bannable characters. We did go over some honorable mentions, but yes, PvP is such a fun game mode and definitely a little bit unknown for some. So here we are trying to make sure that you guys kind of understand it, feel a little bit better about getting into PvP. On the next one, we'll be going over the top 10 PvP characters available in the game, and that will be Nietzsche's channel. So make sure you guys go and sub to his channel. Nietzsche, tell the masses where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. You can search Nietzsche and find my YouTube channel. We are definitely going to be touching on that top 10. It's going to be a great video, and we're really excited to be recording that.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of PvP content coming your way. Don't worry, we're just getting started with the party. And once again, don't worry about it. I'll have his information in the link down below. So join him, follow him in Twitch, follow him in YouTube. And yeah, PvP is the way. It's not going anywhere. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Till the next one. Peace.